Hi everyone, welcome to another PSC session. Today we are going to discuss a problem named coding club fight. Let's move to the description part. It's saying Piyush went to fight for coding club. There were n soldiers with various powers. There will be Q rounds to fight, and in each round, Piyush's power will be varied. Okay, so with power M, Piyush can kill all the soldiers whose power is less than or equal to M. Okay, and after each round, all the soldiers who are dead in previous round will be reborn, such that in each round there will be n soldiers to fight. So we need to count the number of soldiers that he can kill in each round and total sum of their powers. Okay, so let's have a look at the input also. Here in the sample input, first line is n, value of n means number of soldiers, and the n following lines are the powers of n soldiers, means from here to here. First soldier have 1 power, means power equals to 1. So it is power 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Now this line is the value of q, means we have 3 rounds to fight, and the following 3 lines have the power of Piyush in each round. Okay. Like in first round, Piyush power is 3. Second round, Piyush's power is 10. Third round, Piyush's power is 2. Now let's calculate I mean, calculate answer for the question for first round. Okay, first round, power of Piyush is 3. So Piyush can kill soldier number 1 less than 3. 2, power is less than equals to 3. Soldier number 3, power is less than equals to 3. Soldier number 4 is 4. 4 is not less than equals to 3. So he can't kill this person. Okay. Same with 5, 6, and 7 also. So in first round, it can kill only 3 soldiers. So answer is 3. And the sum of their powers is 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 is 6. Okay. Similarly for all the rounds, like the power is 10. Okay. Now for the 7 soldiers, none of them have power more than or equals to 10. Okay. More than 10. Okay. So that's why all soldiers can be killed by Piyush. So the count of soldiers killed is 7, and the sum of their powers is 28. 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay. Similarly for the next round also. So now let's first write the givens. Okay. What are our givens? Givens are n soldiers with different powers are given. Okay. We have the Q rounds to fight. I mean, Piyush have the Q rounds to fight. And given that Piyush's power equals to M, which will be varied in each rounds. Okay. And Piyush can kill soldiers with power less than equals to M. Okay. Power less than equals to M. And in each round, there are N soldiers to fight with. Means all the soldiers who were killed in previous round now will become alive again in the next round. So there is always N soldiers to fight with. What is our task? It is to count the number of soldiers that he can kill in each round, and at the same time find the total sum of their powers also. I mean the soldiers who have been killed, and the sum of their powers also. We need to find that. Okay. Now, two possible approaches are there. First is a brute force, in which we can search linearly all the soldiers who can be killed by Piyush. Means powers. So soldiers with powers less than equals to M. We can search linearly. Okay. At the same time, we can count and sum of their powers also. So that will give me time complexity of Q into N. Okay. Now, second approach is binary search using bounds. Okay. So that's what we are going to discuss here further, because I am pretty sure that you already know how to implement this approach, the brute force one. Okay. So let's focus on one very important line which is given already in the question. Okay. Because that's what around which we have built our whole approach using binary search. Okay. The line is he can kill soldiers with powers less than equals to him. Okay. So, uh, in other words, we can say that he can't kill soldier powers with powers greater than m. Okay. You can say that, right? Just to remember that part, we'll come to that. Means if any way we get the index of power, see, index of power which is just greater than the Piyush's power, means power in power array which is just greater than m. Okay, and at the same time we ensure that all the power before that index should be less than equals to m. Okay, for this is possible only in this sorted arrangement. Okay, if we sort the power array, if we sort the power array, then only it is possible. So in the sorted power array, if we try to find out if we try to find out the index where power is where power is just greater than m. Okay, we saw that here index of powers which is just greater than Piyush's power means m. Okay, so we call that in sorted array, find powers greater than m, just greater than m is called upper bound of m. Okay, remember that, we'll come to that. Okay, so ultimately there are 3 steps to do this. Step 1, sort the power array. Step 2, find the index of power greater than m, that is upper bound of m in power array. Why we are doing that? Because if the array is sorted and we are trying to find this the upper bound of m, that means all the powers all the powers before this index now will be less than m. So these are nothing but the soldiers with powers who can be killed by Piyush. Okay, Piyush can kill all the soldiers which are at index less than the upper bound of m. Okay, so step 3, at last sum up all the powers from beginning to the index before upper bound of m. Yeah, that's what I was trying to point out. Okay, so that will be our final answer for each round. Okay, for each round we are going to do this, follow these 3 steps. Okay, so let's come to the pseudocode part. This is the function prototype that we can use. This is the power array, this is the value of m. Okay, so step 1 we are doing is sorting the power array. Okay, sort, and we have already written that. Okay, sort the power array. Second is finding the upper bound of m in power array, in the sorted power array, and that will be stored in the variable named index. Okay, now TNS is total number of soldiers killed by Piyush, and TSP is total sum of power of soldiers killed by Piyush. Okay, so initially both has 0. I'll tell you why. Because we are going to sum up find the sum up and up and till where we are going to add, we are going to run a for loop which is starting from 0. It will run just before the till the index before the upper bound of m. So that's why I is less than index, because index is nothing but having the upper bound of m. So here total number of soldiers are being incremented, and a total sum of power of soldiers killed by Piyush is also counted. Okay, summing up. So after the end of for loop, okay, we can just print total number of soldiers killed by Piyush space total sum of powers of soldiers killed by Piyush. See here, this is now total number of soldiers killed by Piyush, and this is the sum of power of soldiers killed by Piyush. Okay, so that's all. Now run this function for q rounds, because for each round we need to find it. That's why for q rounds we will run this function for q rounds. Okay, and it will print answers for each round. We are okay till here, right? Now let's move to time complexity part. So n log n time complexity is for sorting. We all know sorting takes this much time. This log n is for finding upper bound. Why? Because it uses binary search, and we all know binary search run for log of n time. Okay, and this n is for counting, we can say, sorry, counting or summing up the powers, summing up the powers of dead soldiers. Okay, so ultimately the dominated time here is order n log n. As we know, n is greater than q, but there is a catch is here in this time complexity also, in this whole time complexity thing. Okay, but I will leave this to for you to find out what can be the worst very worst case where something else will dominate. Okay, and hint is, and here for this case n is greater than q. That's the hint. Okay, try to find out. So I hope you people understood till here everything completely. So thank you everyone. We'll meet you in the next session.